Hey guys, it's Michael. Welcome back to a new video from the Calisthenics Concepts Gym. In this video we want to talk about weighted dips, and I want to show you some kind of like tricks so you are able to dip more weight immediately without adding strength. And how that works and what that little trick is, you're gonna see now in the video. Have fun. But before we start the video, I want to remember you that all King of Weighted programs are still on spring sale. So if you're interested in weighted calisthenics, calisthenic skill training and lifting weights, then make sure to get your program as long as it's on sale. So now the video really starts. Promise.
To better understand the trick that I want to show you, let's take a closer look to the bodyweight dip first. Here we want to have range of motion only in our shoulder and elbow joint. This means we are just performing a retroversion of the upper arm and the flexion in our elbow joint while we are going down. While we are pushing up, we are doing the opposite. So we are extending our elbow joint again and pushing our upper arm forward again, which is also called the anti-version. On this bodyweight dip, I keep my spine completely straight. There's no movement in it. Depending on the ratio of your forearms to upper arm, this can lead to a backward movement of your legs, as you can see in the video. To avoid this backward movement, you can engage your abs more and tilt your pelvis forward so your legs are going down straight. So what's the trick now? Instead of using 100% of the range of motion in our shoulder joints, we start to cut this range of motion by adding ROM in our spine. So we don't need to bring our upper arm backwards so much anymore, but we just lean more forward. So the trick is, the less retroversion we are using, the less work in our chest, shoulders and triceps we need to do. So depending on how much spine range of motion instead of shoulder range of motion we are using, the easier the dip gets. So let's now transfer this to the weighted dip. If you take a closer look to the path of the weight, you can clearly see that by using more hips and spine ROM, the weight moves less. And less movement of the weight means we need to also do less work. And less work means we can use more weight.
So to sum it up again, dipping more weight immediately is basically just a cut of range of motion from the weights you are moving. So in the end, you're not really stronger, but you can add more weight to the dip. And how much range of motion you are cutting is up to you. On competitions, it's not really, they don't want to see that you're using a lot of hip range of motion. So if you are competing, then you need to be careful that your dip does not look like this and the weights don't move at all. But if you're dipping a lot amount of weight, then you also need to use a little hip range of motion, because what you want is to control the weight with your legs, and if your legs go backwards, you can't control the weights anymore. So on weighted dips, it's always a trade-off. So I am also using a little bit of hip range of motion. My dips are looking basically like this. So you can see that I hinge my hips a little, not too much, just enough that my center of gravity is right under me and that I control the weights that I can control the weights with my legs, and the rest is up to you. Try it out, try out that new techniques, play around a little, and tell me in the comments if you like this style of video and if you're able to dip more weight now.